Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for making it out to the Winelands. Yes, obviously, really excited and highly motivated. I think not only myself, but the whole club, technical staff, support staff, and players. It's we just need to remember that it's not always every season that you get yourself into a final. So when you do get yourself into a final, you have to take the opportunity that has presented to itself. So I think people tend to sort of forget that getting to MTN8 Final is not easy. It starts the season before, making sure you finish in the top 8, which we did. Fortunately got a home quarter-final. We got past Amazulu. Then got past a very good team in Sekakune. Now to get to the final against Pirates, I think firstly we deserve it. We've earned the right to be in the final. And I think it's now up to us to make use of this opportunity that's presented itself, something that we've worked hard to be in the final. So yeah, a lot of anticipation, a lot of excitement, a lot of energy amongst the players. Cup final week is always a special week. It's always something that players, coaching and clubs want to be competing to win trophies, want to be competing at the highest level, and winning trophies is always part of any footballer's dream. So hopefully we can make that come true. It's 30 years ago I won the BP Top 8 as a player. It's now the MTN8. Hopefully I can win it as a coach as well. Yes, I think fortunately it's our third final in 3 seasons. So there's a little bit of familiarity around it. It's not just like something brand new. So I think it's always the balance of just getting heightened sort of emotional levels, heightened sort of focus, commitment. A final is a final. We can't run away from it. There is extra to it. But it's just getting the balance right of not over hyping and over excitable, and then that leads to pressure and anxiety. So I think it's just really understanding and letting the players know that they deserve to be showcasing their abilities and talents. They've earned the right to be there. And ultimately, the only thing I always ask my players is that they give 100% during preparation, during whatever we do towards the game. And on match day, they just need to go out there and perform and, not let the occasion get to them, because it can be intimidating. But to go out there and actually, you've worked hard to be in a final, you've got an opportunity to win a medal, go out and play with commitment, but at the same time enjoy the occasion. And just remember that it doesn't come often, so make sure that an opportunity like this, we give it our best. I would rather face if there were no players in the national team. No, look, obviously it shows testimony to what a good team that they've built. To have 7 players in the national team and maybe 1 or 2 players that are injured that could have been in the national team. Evidence who's been in the national team for a while now, who's not there now. So if you look at the whole squad with Hotto, who's a seasoned Namibian international, basically I believe Sishle and Nduli is of the level that could play national level. So basically they got a team of national team players, which shows the quality. At the same time, what's in our favour and advantage is we've only got Tabu currently there, which has allowed us this week to prepare with our full squad except 1. Whereas Pirates most likely only get their players really fresh and ready to prepare from tomorrow or Thursday onwards. But it doesn't make it easier, because it just shows the quality that they have in the team, that they're all playing at national level. So all big teams, big clubs in the world have lots of players that are on national duty, and they seem to cope well enough just because of the talent and the quality of the players. They've got their system that they've been playing. They've turned their season around. So I think it doesn't really give us a massive advantage, but it is also nice to be able to work a full week without any midweek games with our squad, besides obviously also having the opportunity last week to prepare the team. Now look, I think it's clear to see there's been some subtle sort of differences between the previous coach and Coach Wadu. We've already played against Pirates this season, so we sort of know a little bit how they approached the game against us and how they sort of looking to sort of play under him. So again, I think the balance is between preparing for what they are capable of doing knowing that if you don't prepare well from a defensive point of view, they can cause you problems. But at the same time, I think we also need to focus, which I don't believe we've done well enough in our first game against them, is to focus on what we can do when we have the ball. And that sort of is important for us to understand that if we want to win the game, we also have to make sure that when we have possession and we have the ball, we have to make them defend a lot more than what they did in the first match against us. So to answer your question directly, there are some subtle changes. It's about adapting one or two things, but mainly focusing on what we need to do and what we can do as a team. Yes, I do think once you've been in 2 consecutive finals and now it's your 3rd final, and between we've had some heartbreak reaching semi-finals and not advancing to finals, whether it be locally or even on the continent, I think the shift in the mind is that, you know what, we belong where we belong and we can win trophies. We've shown that we can. Last season, obviously a disappointment not to have gone on and lifted the trophy. So I think when you do reach finals, you experience the joys of winning a trophy and you experience the disappointment and lows of not winning a trophy. So I think both of them drive you to be better the next time you're in a final, to ensure that you have that same feeling of joy, happiness, as opposed to the feeling of, disappointment. But once again, it all goes down to just you giving 100%, control what you can control, ensuring that in your preparation you're controlling what you can, and in the match you're controlling what you can. So obviously the disappointment of last season in terms of a massive controversial decision near the end of the game changed the course of the game. Again, I'm just hoping that this final, the best team wins on the day, and it's not decided for either team, either way, on a controversial moment. So that hurt us badly, and we still feel that sort of disappointment, and hopefully that will drive us to, even be better than what we were in last year's final, and be a lot better than what we were against them in the league this season. Because if we fail not to be better than what we were recently against them, then it's going to be tough for us. So we've got work to do, and I think we can learn more from our loss against them, hopefully, than they can learn from their win against us. Everyone else is available. The only player with a little bit of illness is Muzemush Lekanye. So it's 50-50 whether he'll be available for the weekend, but besides him, everybody else is available. No, Mojela is fine now. It was going to be the month of September that he can be the full length of his recovery. So he has already played minutes and shown in training and matches that he's getting to his best. I think the tipping point of him now being available 100% and him being 100% confident in his injury, us being 100% confident in starting, and if he has to play 90 minutes, I think we've reached that point with Bradley. So yeah, very positive for him, happy for him. I think we won't easily forget the quality goal that he scored in last year's final. He's been to 2 finals where he's been on the losing side, once against us in the Carling and us last year in MTN. So he's raring to go, he's motivated, he keeps reminding me, Coach, I can't lose 3 in a row. So yeah, he's available, he's ready, and trusting that he'll play a big part in the weekend. I don't think we can just feel that we can play the way we have, because then I think the balance of the game shifting towards them increases. I think we have to do something that will give us an equal opportunity to go on and win the final. So there are definitely things that we can do differently, whether it be from a technical point of view, whether it be from a tactical point of view, whether it be from an emotional, psychological point of view. So definitely, I just believe that, winning your 4th trophy in a row, is it more difficult every time you win it to defend it? I would believe it does. I think the favourites in the game are obviously Pirates. Obviously, the crowd favour will be 99% with them. So I just think we've got to go out there and we've just really got to have high belief, high confidence, high courage, high bravery, and just really play with everything that we have in us, and play as if it's our last final we'll be in. Hopefully it won't be, and it won't be. I'm sure we'll have more finals, but we have to have that mentality that it's our time. Pirates have had their time. It's now our time. Yes, so when the players were asked for, how many tickets they need for the final, Bradley asked for 40. So we granted him his wish. So he'll bring a nice following and support, and I'm sure other players from sort of that region will be nice to have some Stellenbosch support. We obviously also busing supporters from Cape Town there. But yeah, it'll be nice to have some support from some of the players' family, friends, and loved ones. Yeah, look, I think Bombella's it's a nice stadium. It's we're a team that don't mind traveling. We've got used to traveling. We always see it as a great opportunity to visit our beautiful country in different parts. So wherever we play them, I think it doesn't matter whether it's Bombella, Cape Town, Durban. I think on the day, in that 90 minutes, if it needs extra time, we just have to go and execute to the best that we can. So we have to play to our full potential to win the game, and I believe that we'll do so. Yeah, I don't know, sometimes my honesty and openness maybe plays against me, but you can ask the club, you can ask the players. The day we got promoted to the PSL, I said to the players that the best trophy to win in a season is the MTN, because you've earned it. It's not easy to get into the top 8, especially when we started out in the PSL. And I've told them I've always had a dream and a vision personally to lift this trophy. So personally, my desire to lift this MTN8 is higher than any other trophy. I believe that lifting the MTN8 is just really special. So I have a vision. I've seen it. I've lived it. I've wanted it. And I'm sure the players are on the same mission as me, is to go there and to just really go and play with our hearts in our sleeve, do things differently, be brave, be courageous, go, and obviously defend well. We do know that if you don't defend well against a team like Pirates, it'll be difficult. So we've got a lot of work to do, but we're not going there to make up numbers. There's 2 teams left, one last team standing, and we're going to give it our best to be that team that lifts the trophy and brings it back to the Western Cape. I think we deserve to just lift the mood in the Western Cape around football. So bringing back a trophy here will be really awesome, and hopefully we won't just have Stellenbosch supporters, but we'll have the whole Western Cape and everybody else who doesn't support Pirates behind us.